Hey everyone, I have some fun cards today with some stamps from House Mouse Designs. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to be using these new to me Tim Holtz watercolor pencils, distress watercolor pencils. And I'll give you my opinion of these once I get started with the watercolor painting. All right, so we've got this adorable mouse. He's sneaking a piece of cake, and there's 3 sentiments. You're never too old for birthday cake, cake it easy, and wishing you a sweet birthday. These are red rubber stamps. I'm going to go ahead and stamp using Catherine Puller Midnight ink, and I use this. And I'm glad I used this ink. Then I'm able to let it, obviously stamp it, let it dry, and then I can start my watercoloring. And I didn't have any trouble with the line smearing on that Catherine Puller ink, so I was glad with that. So I'm using my Tim Holtz stamping platform. I'm just stamping this red rubber stamp. Again, using the Catherine Puller Midnight ink. And I am using this watercolor paper. It is from Northwood Rubber Stamp. And it's a nice, smooth, lightweight cardstock. It's not too thick. It doesn't have a whole bunch of tooth to it. So that's what I'm creating with. I forgot to mention the name of this stamp set is called Sweet Birthday by House Mouse Designs, available at Spellbinders. It's got the stamp of the mouse and also these sentiments. You're never too old for birthday cake, cake it easy, and wishing you a sweet birthday. I'll have all the products that I'm using linked below in my description box down where the comments are. If you click on the little button that says more, you'll get the full description box, but I'll also leave it down in the comment. It'll be the first comment. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. And leave a comment below. What do you think about these cards that I created with the new release from House Mouse at Spellbinders? So I really like these Tim Holtz Distress Watercolor pencils. I'm using set 1. The color that I'm using right now is Picked Raspberry. You'll notice I have a water brush pen. What I did was I made the water brush pen wet by activating it. And then I grabbed a little bit of that Distress Watercolor pencil, and then I transferred it down to this acrylic block. This is just a way for me to control the intensity of the color. Instead of just going directly onto the paper with that color, I just put a little bit down by using my water brush pen. Then I can activate more water to make this to be lighter or darker depending on what I need. I don't want to be really dark. I think that this should be sort of like, a nice pink color. It doesn't have to be, the saturation of the color doesn't have to be so deep that I'm applying it directly to the paper is what I'm trying to say. This image is super easy to color. Even if you don't like coloring, this is a cinch to color because the artist does all the work. Obviously, you can tell there are lots of areas that are colored in darker or lighter. I mean, not colored in, but with the stamp, the image, the detail makes it easy is what I'm trying to say. So most people like House Mouse Designs. I think they're adorable. Now I'm going in with yellow, which is mustard seed, and I'm making my cake yellow. It's a yellow cake with pink icing. Why not? And I have a regular paintbrush now, and what I'm doing is I made the paintbrush damp, not soaking wet, just a little bit damp, and then I'm just taking my brush directly to my pencil tip. You can do that as well. If you don't want to use the acrylic block, you don't have to. Now this is giving me, I think, a more intense color because I'm going directly from the pencil to the brush to the paper. When I apply it to the acrylic block and make it a little bit more watery, it's not as intense. This is a lot of fun as far as this technique. I enjoy watercoloring, so I'm having a good time with this one. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and color in the mouse next. Okay, so let me see here. All right. Actually taking my water brush directly to the pink and making this slice a little bit more intense. I guess I decided I was going to make the color a little bit more intense than I originally had planned. So I hope you guys are all doing well and having a nice summer, and trying to stay cool. Right where I live, we're in southwestern Pennsylvania. We're experiencing a bit of a heat wave. Temperature outside is 84 degrees right now. Thankfully, we have central air inside our house, so I'm able to keep cool. But just, if you are in an area that has a lot of heat, make sure you drink lots of water and limit your activities. Sit in front of a fan. Do whatever you have to do to stay cool. I feel bad for my husband and his work. He lays blacktop on the highway. So he is out there in this hot temperature. He runs the roller, and he does have a cover over him on the equipment that he runs, but the heat just radiates off of the blacktop back up onto him. And he's been coming home really pink. The other day, he came home a little bit early because a piece of equipment broke down, so they got done a little bit early. And he actually, when he was working outside around the house, then he actually put a little bit of sunblock on, which I was glad to see that because I worry about him and his skin. He normally does not put any sunblock on. I know, but he is typical, and he's a man. You can't tell him anything. By the way, the color I'm using right now is called Walnut Stain. So that's the brown color. And I used a little bit of the pink to color in the face and the ears of the mouse. Now I'm going to go ahead with purple, which is Villainous Potion, and I'll color in the hat. And if you get a little bit too much water, like I just did, just take a little piece of paper towel and blot it up, and then you can just go ahead and do what you need to do to finish that color. I'm also going to make the plate on this cake purple. Purple is my favorite color, so of course I got the Distress watercolor pencils that have Villainous Potion in them, because I would have to get a set that has at least purple. But I like all the colors in this set. Next, I'm using Speckled Egg. I'm just going around the bottom of the image here. It's sort of like the shadowy area. And then I'm dragging some of that watercolor down below. I'll probably trim most of this when I make my card, but I'm just showing you how you can use your water brush pen to color the background, or at least give it a little bit of a tint to it. I don't think the idea here is to make a completely solid from top to bottom background, but just to give it a little bit of a hint of a shadow. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I mean, how can you go wrong with this beautiful image? It's so cute. And then I'm just going to take that same color, salvaged speckled egg, sorry, and just go around the candles. Now I get a little bit blurry here. Some of my yellow drags out from the candle, but it doesn't matter. I just go in with the color just a little bit more. So that's it. I'm not going to show you any more of my watercoloring as far as this card goes. Now I would ask that you stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to have still photos. There are 4 different stamps in this release, and I'm going to show you each one of the cards that I created using the different stamps. And I did get some help, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about who my helper was. All right, so here's my finished card. On the left, you see I just used some pattern paper, just cut the image that I watercolored out into a square, and I stamped one of the sentiments, wishing you a sweet birthday. The card on the right, using the same stamp, was actually watercolored by Jacob's girlfriend, Lauren. She is an art major at college, and I know she likes to watercolor, so I asked her if she'd be interested, and you can tell the difference. She's got a much lighter touch than I do, and it's so pretty what she did. She made it a chocolate cake. She colored each one of the candles a different color, and she put like a little bit of a green for the shadow. So really pretty, Lauren. Great job. And for her card, I used the pattern paper in the background and then the sentiment, "You're never too old for birthday cake." Okay, this next stamp is called Water Fun, and it features 3 images: the little mice playing with the hose, and 2 sentiments: "Enjoy the day" and "Summer is in the air." Now, both of these cards were watercolored by Lauren, so thank you so much, Lauren. You did a great job. The one she made the hose like a pink color, and the other one she made the hose purple, and she actually played around with the different colors for the water. One is more of a true blue, one is more of a greenish blue. I think she did a really nice job, don't you? And then I just put a blue colored background for the matte layer, stamped the sentiment, "Enjoy the day," and then posted the sentiment with a little matte layer of some blue glitter paper in the background. Next up, we have this adorable stamp set. It's called Pop, and the sentiments say, "When life gives you troubles, blow bubbles, just be yourself and be happy." And this one, Lauren watercolored. She did such a nice job. And then I took the Spellbinders postage edge rectangle die and die cut the watercolored image. I stamped the sentiment "Be happy," and used some of that pink pattern paper to make a matte layer for the image and also a matte layer for the sentiment. Isn't this just adorable? Great job, Lauren. I think it's great to have someone younger like Lauren helping me. I feel that it's nice to be showing her a little bit about what it's like to create cards, and I'm certainly inspired by her creativity, as she is an artist and does a nice job with her artwork, which I have been lucky enough to see her create with. Okay, so this next card I created, this one features the stamp set called Stay Cool. This one has 4 stamps: the image and then the sentiments. "I'm your biggest fan, take time to just chill, and you're the coolest." I used the watercolored pencils from Tim Holtz. I used them to color this image, and then I used the Spellbinders notched corner rectangle dies to trim out the image, which I put on a navy colored mat. Now let's just do some still photos of the cards. These are the ones that I've already had up on screen, but these are the still images so you can get a closer look at how they turned out. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. And please leave a comment below so that you have the chance to be picked for receiving a free greeting card from me. And I'm going to pick a few names right now. Okay, folks. All right. So we've got some cards that have not been claimed yet. All right. So I'm going to read your name if you have one of these cards. If you are picked to receive a card from me, let me give you my email address. Let's see if I can find a nice marker that I can write it with. And if your name is called, you need to email me at this email address. Okay, my email address is thehopefulcrafter.com. That's thehopefulcrafter@gmail. Sorry, thehopefulcrafter. I don't even know my own email address @gmail.com. Okay, let me hold that up so you see it. Okay, so that's my, there you go. That's my email address, thehopefulcrafter@gmail.com. Now, last time I did a video, I did pull the names of several people to win a card, and several people did email me, and I sent those out, but these individuals have not claimed their card yet. Shirley Eckenrode 5517. Sorry, my light is blinking. I will try to correct that. I don't know if it's like got a short in it or the light bulb is slowly fading away. I'm not sure. Next we have Rose Griffith 8001. Then we have Mary Lou Corder 1758. This gorgeous card goes to Shortland Street Fan. And this beautiful sunflower card is for Jeanette Elliott 9527. Jeanette Elliott 9527. All right, you all have to email me and claim your cards. Otherwise, these cards are going to be given away to some other lucky viewers. Speaking of lucky viewers, I have 4 new cards that I'm going to be pulling names for. And to be eligible, all you have to do, folks, is leave a comment on my video. That's all there is to it. And not only do I pick a person to win a card, I also will, one of these lucky winners, one of you, will also receive some prize products from me. And so that's your encouragement. You just don't know whether you'll be the one that gets the prize packet, but I do have giveaway items of brand new stamps, dies, etc. that I am going to send to one lucky viewer. All right. So this person is Cheryl B. J. Alexander 2856. If this is you, Cheryl B. J. Alexander 2856, you win this beautiful card. Isn't it gorgeous? This is a hot foiled card. Okay, let me shake up the entries and let's grab this one. And this is for Dolphin Lover 2. And Dolphin Lover 2, oh, how appropriate. You're going to be the winner of this ocean themed card. It says, "Let the ocean soothe your soul." All right, next we have a cute little bird card. I'm just going to stir these up a little bit. And let's see, who do we have here? We have Kella Crucita 550. Kella Crucita $5.50. And then the last one for today is at MS Daintiness. MS Daintiness. All right. So if you are any of these individuals, please send me an email with your address. And my email is thehopefulcrafter@gmail.com. And for the folks that haven't claimed yet, which was Shirley Eckenroad 5517, Rose Griffith 8001, Jeanette Elliott 9527, Short and Street Fan, and Mary Lou Quarter 1758. Please send me an email, thehopefulcrafter@gmail.com, to claim your free card and to be potentially receiving a free prize packet. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.